This tour of the Amalfi Coast is with a small bus. Bigger coaches are either banned in some of the smaller villages or are just too big to navigate the narrow streets and hairpin turns. The Sorrentine Peninsula is a narrow peninsula jutting out into the Tyrrhenian Sea just south of Naples. Sorrento itself is on the peninsula's northern coast. The Amalfi Coast is a peninsula's southern coast. As you can see, the roads are very narrow and windy, making for exciting traveling.
So if our driver can drive slowly, I would show you the first surprise. So if you like to take a picture, have a look here on our right hand side. Can you see these three islands? They are the Ligalli Islands, or the islands of the sirens, the mermaids.
Oh.
You have to know that there is a legend that once on these islands they lived the mermaids, and they had three names of this city. And today these islands are private. The biggest one belonged to the Russian dancer Rudolf Nureyev. And the other two, the smallest, they belong to a rich man of
Positano in medieval times was a prosperous port city of the Amalfi Republic.
You have a wonderful view of the city of Positano, no? As a vertical city, as I told you.
But by the mid-19th century, the town had fallen on hard times. More than half the population emigrated, mostly to America. Positano was a relatively poor fishing village during the first half of the 20th century. It began to attract large numbers of tourists in the 1950s, especially after John Steinbeck published his essay about Positano in Harper's Bazaar in 1953. Positano bites deep, Steinbeck wrote. It's a dream place that isn't quite real when you're there and becomes beckoningly real after you've gone.
Right in the center of Positano. Don't worry, because we have a great driver today.
Amen.
Gianluca is a very good driver. Yes, yes. The only thing that I always worry about are the scooters. Yes. Because they are very dangerous. They come from everywhere. Left, right, down. From here there is the beach of Positano.
right there.
And rocks, there is the Seven Stars Hotel of Positano. That is the cemetery.
Right up there.
Imagine that to get in the cemetery of Positano, there are more or less 500 steps. But it is a beautiful place because you hear also the... Okay, this is the center of Troiano. Now you have the Church of Saint Gennaro on our right hand side. With the
Close by
beautiful
Positano
dome.
is the church of Santa Maria Ascenta with its tiled dome.
I know it.
This is a difficult point. Here you can see it very well. The beach of Furore. Very, very small. And from the beach of Furore there is a path. If you remember, I told you that you have to use your imagination here. Okay, so now if you have a look on your right hand side, there is a stone that we call the Madonnina of Furore, the little Madonna, Saint Mary, because it seems Saint Mary with a bucket of flowers in her hands. No?
Yes,
Beautiful.
yes, yes.
It is only Mother Nature that has created this beautiful stone.
That is beautiful.
Okay, if you have a look down there, there is the entrance of the Emerald Grotto, and you can see the color of the water.
Amalfi is a town and commune in the province of Salerno, in the region of Campania, Italy, on the Gulf of Salerno. It lies at the mouth of a deep ravine, at the foot of Mount Sorrento, surrounded by dramatic cliffs and coastal scenery. The patron saint of Amalfi is St. Andrew, the Apostle, whose relics are kept here at Amalfi Cathedral. At the top of this staircase, St. Andrew's Cathedral overlooks the Piazza Duomo, the heart of Amalfi. The cathedral dates back to the 11th century. Its interior is adorned in late Baroque style, with a nave and two aisles divided by 20 columns. The facade of the cathedral is Byzantine in style and is adorned with various paintings of saints, including a large fresco of St. Andrew. The town of Amalfi was the capital of the maritime republic known as the Duchy of Amalfi, an important trading power in the Mediterranean between 839 and around 1200. It's the main town of the coast on which it is located, and is today an important tourist destination, together with other towns on the same coast, such as Positano, Ravello, and others. An independent republic from the 7th century until 1075, Amalfi extracted itself from the Byzantine vassalage in 839. In spite of some devastating setbacks, it had a population of some 70 to 80,000, reaching a peak about the turn of the millennium. Today, its population is about 5,300. A tsunami in 1343 destroyed the port and the lower town, and Amalfi never recovered to anything more than local importance. Leaving Amalfi, our final destination on this tour of the Amalfi coast is the town of Ravello, or as one wag, me, insisted on calling it Ravioli. Ravello is situated above the Amalfi coast in the province of Salerno, and it has approximately 2,500 inhabitants. Its scenic location makes it a very popular tourist destination. It was founded in the 5th century as a shelter place against the barbarian invasions which marked the end of the Western Roman Empire. In the 9th century, Ravello was an important town of the maritime republic of Amalfi. It was a producer of wool from its surrounding country that was dyed in the town and was an important trading power in the Mediterranean between 839 and around 1200. In 1137, after a first failed attack 2 years before, the place was destroyed by the Republic of Pisa. After this, a demographic and economic decline set in, and much of its population moved to Naples and its surroundings in the Kingdom of Naples. This is Ravello's main piazza. The stone tower is part of the Villa Ruffolo, built in 1272, and also seen as part of Ravello's cathedral, dating also from the 1270s. Leaving Ravello, we wended our way back to the Grand Hotel Hermitage, arriving just as dusk was gathering.
Poi c'è sempre un padre,